The world has drastically changed. Today, technology is all around us, at the tips of our fingers. They have become so close to us, so intimately close, that they have become an extension of our bodies. We want to find out if it is a good thing or a bad thing. Do we control our devices, or are they controlling us?
Well, there's many, reasons you can say why we should have it, and there's many reasons why we shouldn't have it. In terms of pros and cons, with the pros, there's always a way to contact emergencies whenever you're out on the go, especially for, research on a project. Some people can't really go to the library as much as they want to, and, whether it's distance or it's just boredom, it's much more easier to do it on your phone.
At the same time, a lot of people just try to use that intensively without having the human interact, especially with their family members. Sometimes they just, jam in their room and then without discuss talking, I think that we lose that particular sense of family.
Personally, I feel we're all getting disconnected because if you go back 20 or so years ago when everyone knew who each other on the street, they'd say hi, hi, bye, how are you doing? You can't do that anymore. No one knows who anyone is. They're always on their phone trying to get a hold of their friend, their mom, their stepdad, or whatever. And then social media is like a big kind of black hole. It just kind of sucks everyone into and I feel like social media is kind of ruining our generation in a way that basically tells people you should do this and you shouldn't do that.
From our results, we found that 23% of age 11 to 12-year-old students take longer to finish their schoolwork, and it only gets worse as we get older. With technological distractions, 37% of age 15 to 17-year-olds admit that they can't get anything done with their time.
Technology has played a huge role in causing us to procrastinate, which can cause a lot of stress. As a result, both students and adults have a lot of problems completing their assigned work. We asked senior students how technology has caused stress for them.
Well, in grade 11, I have to say so far, this is my most stressful year so far. I can't even imagine how it would be like in grade 12.
I think the number one thing I stress about the most is homework and figuring out the time to get it done.
I would say the homework load from grade 10 to grade 11 is so much larger.
Technology makes it worse because it takes away the time I have. For example, I'd go home and instead of doing my homework, I would spend an hour at least on my phone.
I'd constantly be on my phone, tweeting and then Snapchatting, Instagram, taking pictures and everything. My phone is never 1 meter away from me, even when I'm sleeping. I have the charger beside me, it's charging beside me, I know it's safe. And if I go to school and I forget it at home and I'm waiting for the bus, I'm like, oh, it's at home, I just run home. I don't care if I'm late, I just need it with me. It becomes a part of your life, it's like a physical part of you now.
Neuroscientists have stated that technology was developed to empower our brains, but by using this resource, we are rewiring how our brains think.
Everything's instant when it comes to the internet, and then real life when it's not, they won't be able to keep up. They'll get bored, their attention span gets shortened, and they won't be able to comprehend all the little things going on around them because it doesn't come into their lap.
In a book, we have one continuous flow of information, but the internet has many, thus causing something known as cognitive overload. Audio, visual signals, images, sounds, and moving images. The internet and technology has many apps that are trying to compete for our attention. Our brains are unable to multitask and digest this overload, which in turn worsens how we think and learn.
I did a field test on the literacy test, a mock literacy test online, and they were seeing how we would do better if we wrote the test and compare it to how we did writing the test.
I think I'm more creative when writing pen and paper, pencil paper, because when I'm on my phone, there's so much other distractions. You're writing on your phone and notes, and then a notification appears, and oh, gotta check this out, and then your train of thought is lost. But when I'm writing on a piece of paper, it's there. Your hand is on the pencil, on the paper, so you cannot lose any trains of thoughts.
The reason for the literacy test is to write and read, right? If it's online, you're not really writing anymore.
I see some people on the bus with their phones in their hands, sniffing the screen. Why are you doing that? You don't need to do that. When I'm on the bus, I talk to my friend, or I look at the scenery outside. You don't need to be smelling your phone. You don't need your phone that much. I don't think you need to play Angry Birds like 24 hours a day. Just put it down, take some time, take a breather, turn your phone off for God's sake.
Technology is constantly interrupting our lives, our quiet times, our social time with each other, just to the point where we can't take it and we're all stressed.
They say that time is precious. We have so much to do and so little time. But what do we spend most of our time doing? People of today seem to value their technology more than the time they have. Lost time can never be found again. Technology can be replaced, but time can't. Be the master of your time and technology. Don't be the slave.